For a long time, the Blacklist has mostly focused on Raymond "Red" Reddington's squad of FBI agents and the episodic blacklisters he brought to their notice. Now, while there have been a lot of secondary characters during the series, a few have managed to leave a mark on viewers due to their larger-than-life characters. In addition, captivating stories have pushed them to the top of the show's most memorable characters. Spoiler alert, at number 10, Glenn Carter. Sadly, Clark Middleton, the actor who played Glenn, has passed. His death was one of several actor deaths shown in the television shows. On the other hand, fans adored him anytime he appeared on an episode. Glenn, one of Raymond's many trustworthy workers, worked for the DMV during the day, but he could locate just about anyone when Raymond wanted him to. That got him on Raymond's payroll. That being said, it was never easy working with Glenn, who loved to crack jokes, eat food in the most unsanitary manner, and goof about with Raymond. While Raymond wasn't particularly fond of it, he regarded Glenn as a resource and a friend. Number 9, Mears. Karina Arroyev played Mears Zui in season 9 of The Blacklist. Mears is a healer who, along with her sister Weecha, moves in with Red following the death of Liz Keene. Later in the show, it is revealed that Red and Mears are in a relationship. Raymond discovered a beautiful companion in Mears during the time jump, who helped center him and encouraged him to find tranquility. She did not necessarily approve of his lifestyle and wished the best for him, finally departing because she could no longer be a part of the bad energy surrounding him. While her sister Weecha works as Raymond's bodyguard, Mears is more concerned with his soul. She employed several techniques to assist to foresee his destiny and counsel him on spiritual things. It was an opposite attract interaction between the two, who couldn't be more unlike and had to fall apart. Cynthia at number 8. United States Senator Cynthia doesn't appear on the program frequently, but when she does, it's because something has gone wrong and she needs to intervene. She is the only person above Harold on the food chain and is strict in the book, but she is also sincerely respects Harold and sticks by his judgments, which makes people like her. Cynthia loves her job and her nation, but she also realizes that sometimes blurring the lines is necessary to get things done for the greater good. 7th is Charlene Cooper. Harold's wife, Charlene, was not seen or heard for many seasons. However, in the following seasons, she played a more important part. While many were outraged that she had cheated on Harold, they were able to work together to heal their marriage. She is a scene-stealing figure because she took in Agnes when Liz died and supported her husband in doing so, and she is a brilliant, accomplished, and independent lady in her own right. Harold is one of the individuals on the Blacklist who would provide the finest advice, so it seems only fair that he has an equally capable and respectable wife. At 6, Paula. While fans were heartbroken by the loss of Glenn, they were pleased by the arrival of his mother, Paula, a kind, older woman who adored Raymond and Dembe, but had no idea what they did for a livelihood. What made the character even more endearing was that she not only knew what was going on, but she wanted to be a part of it and demanded her cut in the most endearing way possible. She had her network of contacts, which benefited Raymond and justified her hiring. Number 5 is Marvin Gerard. Gerard, a Harvard alumnus and magna cum laude graduate, became the college's third youngest professor when he was 31. He went on to work as a prosecutor for the state of New York for 3 years before becoming a partner in his father-in-law's criminal defense practice. After his wife abused their son, Gerard divorced his wife and sought custody, but he was unable to do so since his wife hailed from a powerful family. He eventually went so far as to kidnap Timothy to keep him away from his mother, for which he was disbarred and sentenced to 7 to 10 years in prison. Gerard continued to do legal work behind bars, serving as a shadow counsel to politicians, CEOs, and high-profile criminals, including Reddington, who consulted with Gerard before turning himself into the FBI, despite Gerard's strong objections. Marvin is always available to assist Raymond with any legal challenges he may be experiencing or may have in the future. He could have agreed to work for Raymond again in exchange for his freedom because he is a smart and clever lawyer. However, he is one of Red's most devoted employees. He is one of the best at what he does, being practical, smart, and well-educated. He knows how to avoid problems to get Red what he needs at the time. The man is on top of his game. Next is Weecha. Weecha first appears during Harold Cooper's trip to Cuba to find Reddington, as she and her sister Mears had assumed Dembe's position by Red's side, providing him with much-needed physical protection. Weecha, Raymond's new bodyguard to replace Dembe, who had one of the Blacklist's strongest character arcs, comes across as silent and unpretentious, but But when the chips are down and she needs to do her job, she does it right and well. Weecha has a mysterious quality that followers like. While she has essentially succeeded Dembe, she appears to be laser focused on just performing her job properly. Nothing can get past Weecha, who is calm, level-headed, and watchful. Fans also like that she plays a strong female role in the program. Third on the list is Brimley. Theodore Teddy Brimley is a skilled interrogator working with Raymond Reddington for 19 years, collecting vital information from key persons for Red through various unusual, uncommon torture tactics. Brimley is initially presented as the guy who has just completed questioning Mira Malik about her participation in the post office incident. Brimley informs Reddington that, while she is a mole, she is not a spy, implying that someone else obtained the information via her. Brimley is the last person one would anticipate to be an interrogator, but that is exactly what he does for Raymond. He employs unconventional, particularly brutal, and unusual tactics, including using scissors and knives and flesh-eating animals. Brimley walks around with his oxygen tank attached, looking more like a small-town butcher than a stone-cold torture specialist. This is what makes the character so interesting. Fans enjoy hearing about his inventive tactics for getting just about anyone to sing like a canary and see what devices he'll bring to the next job. Second, Dominic Wilkinson. Apart from the knowledge that Dominic Wilkinson was born in Russia and is a legendary KGB spy who operated in the United States under the codename Olander and was probed by the FBI, nothing is known about his history. He had a daughter named Katerina Rostova with Virginia Loving at some point in his life. Dom groomed Katerina to be a KGB agent like him, and as her handler, Dom tasked Katerina with seducing and spying on Raymond Reddington. Dominic was a mystery for much of the program, until it was discovered that he was Katerina Rostova's father, and therefore Liz Keene's grandpa. Fans never quite grasped his bond with Raymond, even though the encounters between the two were electrifying. The late Brian Dennehy performed the character until his death, and Ron Raines played his last moments. On the other hand, his character was both a good guy and a tyrant, made fans adore and despise him. They couldn't figure out what the reality was about Dominic and whether his goals were good or bad, which made the character so interesting to observe. At number 1 is Neville Townsend. Neville Townsend was a Russian drug baron and crime boss with links to the Russian Bratva, which utilized his ports to transport narcotics. N13's drug smuggling organization was revealed 30 years ago due to his acts. As a result, Vori of Bratva murdered his family as a warning not to utilize state evidence against them. He was emotionally damaged and unable to sleep due to the trauma. There have been several blacklisters on the program, but Neville Townsend is the only one who has survived more than one episode and proven to be a dangerous foe to both the FBI and Raymond. So much so that he could get Liz on his side for a while. On more than one occasion, he remained several paces ahead of Red. Townsend is one of the Blacklist's greatest characters introduced after season 1. His strong need for vengeance and unstable temperament led him to do dangerous and horrible acts, like brutally beating a guy while tied down to a boxing bag and killing his sister, which made him scary. While Neville was not a popular figure, he was an interesting one. That's a wrap for this video. Is there a character we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.